Yo, what's good, people? And we be back.
Hold A.
Final video! Or maybe final, I don't know.
You have enough parts to build or upgrade gadgets. Press touchpad button to view.
Crap.
Folks, listen up. If you can hear this podcast and you're still on the island of Manhattan,
Triangle button, circle button,
shelter
finisher.
in place. Seal the windows, bolt
Triangle
the doors.
button, circle
Do
button,
not
finisher.
leave your homes.
Triangle button, circle button,
First
finisher.
responders are
Prime
organizing
reported,
emergency
monster
medical
times.
and
Triangle
focus
button,
evac.
circle button, finisher.
Beast is delivering food and
Triangle
survival
button,
supplies.
circle button,
Check my
finisher.
socials for up-to-the-minute route info. And sound
Triangle
off in the
button,
comments
circle button,
with any
finisher.
reports of folks in need of aid.
Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
I know you're scared. I'm scared too. But faith. The Spider-Men are working their butts off out there to put this thing
Triangle
right.
button,
And they ain't
circle
giving
button,
up.
finisher.
So damn it,
Triangle
we're not
button,
giving up
circle
on
button, finisher. Triangle
Stay
button,
strong.
circle button, finisher. Triangle button, 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 circle button, finish. Prime reported, abduction. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. L2 button, hold, A. Prime reported, rescue shoppers. L2
Ah,
button,
crap!
hold, A.
Ow. How the heck? I don't have time for this.
Prime reported, symbiote horde.
Uh-oh. Crap!
Triangle button, open crate.
Old underground tech. Without the Tinkerer, they were picked apart like vultures. I'll let Miles know we can put this stuff to better use.
L2 button, hold, A.
I'm so hoping that that was it.
Prime reported, burning devils.
That should be it. I'm really hoping. I don't know if there's gonna be a gap in the walkthrough or not, because I did a stream a while back. Actually, it was before I left, I think, and it was before I left to go to Wolfang's house, and I didn't hear anything. Well, I didn't see it pop up, so like I have no idea if it, you know, populated or not. Oh man.
Prime reported, rescue shoppers.
Nah, it wasn't pinpoint accurate like I wanted, but
Triangle button. Enter. Warning. This is your last chance to collect resources to up. Triangle
It
button.
was-
Enter May's house.
pretty
At
close.
Peter's house, a map is spread on a table. Peter places a rock with two googly eyes on top of a red X.
Central Park Reservoir.
The water system.
Pumping goo everywhere.
Adding more and more people to the hive mind.
Peter dumps game pieces.
All those symbiotes get out of Manhattan.
Goodbye, Earth. Hello, planet Goo. The meteorite is the source of all the power, right? Creating goo, creating symbiotes. But it was useless until Harry repaired it.
Yeah.
And that particle accelerator is what damaged it in the first place. Cut off a piece at low power.
Right, so what if we crank the power up? Like way past 11,
Might destroy it.
And free everyone connected to the hive mind.
theoretically.
But that reservoir's gotta be mobbed with symbiotes. And you know Harry's not gonna let that rock out of his sight.
An orc.
Unless he sees something he wants more.
Peter picks up another game piece.
Me.
A heroic knight on a white horse.
Just, for illustrative purposes.
He places it on the rock.
Harry's still Harry. He thinks he's healing the world. But the dream isn't complete without...
His best friend beside him.
I can lead Harry away from the meteorite.
And I can handle all the symbiotes.
While I grab the space rock
A brute.
for illustrative purposes.
All right, fire up the accelerator. No more hive mind. World saved. We all get churros?
Theoretically.
Pete,
MJ frowns.
what Connor said about Harry being too far gone. If you can't save him, are you
It won't
ready?
come to that. You two will be able to destroy the rock in time.
MJ nods with downcast eyes.
Let's heal the world.
For real this time.
Peter offers a fist bump and Miles smoothly accepts. With a wan smile, MJ adds her fist to theirs. In Central Park, one side of a plaza is engulfed in a wall of symbiote tendrils. An ornate fountain stands before a tunnel entrance. MJ dismounts her bike on a nearby bridge. Miles and Peter join her.
So the meteorite is somewhere in that thing?
So are Harry and his friends.
Here. I figured you could use a sonic touch.
Peter hands MJ her stun gun, now modified with sonic bursts. She grins.
They're just standing there. What are they waiting for?
Near the tunnel entrance, dozens of yellow symbiotes stand guard. Peter pulls MJ and Miles into a huddle.
Look, I can't thank you both enough. For everything.
Come on, bro. We're the spider team.
Don't anyone forget it.
They all smile, then face the plaza. Peter leaps in first. He lands on the fountain, then leaps to a ledge beside the tunnel entrance. Symbiotes linger below.
Hey, buddy!
The symbiotes don't react. Peter lowers himself to peer inside the tunnel.
You gonna sit in there and play with your pet rock all night?
He drops to the ground, then eyes the symbiotes crowded around him. They part for him as he approaches the tunnel.
It's you and me, Harry. Like we always wanted.
From the darkness within, Venom charges and pins Peter.
Our gift will finally be yours.
Venom raises their claw. MJ glances at Miles.
Here's the thing, though.
Peter clutches Venom's forearm, channeling anti-venom. Venom stumbles back.
You're gonna have to catch me first.
Peter swings past the symbiotes and out of the plaza. Venom charges heedlessly after him. On the bridge, Miles nods to MJ. She nods back. Miles swings into the plaza. He shoots a web at a symbiote's face. It flinches, then marches toward him. The other symbiotes follow suit, closing in on Miles as MJ crouches down a stair.
MJ, now!
MJ rushes down the steps. A symbiote charges her, and she fires a sonic shot at it. The symbiote flies back, instantly retracting from a frightened civilian. MJ glances at her hands, then charges onward. Miles whirls his legs in a flare move to sweep a symbiote's knees, then dodges over another's head. MJ sprints into the tunnel, and symbiote tendrils close the entrance behind her like overgrown vines.
You wanted a story, Watson.
All right. That can't be good.
Hold. L2 button. Aim. Then R1 button. Fire sonic shot.
There's the way in.
Shoot yellow glows to open hive doors. Sonic shots can be used on hive doors or to defeat symbiotes.
Flares. I hope they made it out.
The ground beneath MJ collapses. She
Oh
moves
man,
toward a ledge,
that's
but
a thing
loses her
that
grip and
exists.
falls when the ground trembles.
Whoa! Oh! Howie.
I'm coming! Just hang on!
Because the Wolfer has to record a YouTube video, comma, its last one for the assignment. It then has this stupid meeting that it has to go to. Stream, comma, while attending the team meeting, comma, it's just a thing. Period. Some of it I enjoy doing, like attending those team meetings, but the meeting that I have to attend tonight, I could really not care
R1 button.
about
Fire sonic shot.
with my apartment place. Period. Okay guys, so for context what I'm talking about, even though I didn't realize that my thing was unmuted still, I am going to this, I'm moving into this apartment complex, and they're having a meeting tonight for whatever reason about, like, kind of what the place is at, like, the status of it and all that stuff. So I'm having to record this for you guys, and then I'm having to, I'm having to do this. So I'm having to do this YouTube video. I can't think. Crap. Then I'm having to stream, and I want to attend this team meeting. It's one of my things that I look forward to, like, every Monday. So I want to do that, but I'm gonna be late for it, which already puts me in a weird mood. And then I gotta deal with them mandating me to be at this meeting that I couldn't. Well, then I gotta deal with my apartment complex mandating me to be at this meeting that, quite honestly, I couldn't really care about. And it's already like 1:30, so like I'm literally just, I'm stressed. So
Barrels look wired.
Shoot sonic barrels to desymbiotize enemies nearby.
can't see. Yep, I'm definitely more in difficulty on that.
Resume. Quit. Gameplay. For gameplay's
Hmm.
challenge level modifiers. Challenge level. Friendly neighborhood. 1 of. Setting.
Those barrels look wired.
Shoot sonic barrels to desymbiotize enemies nearby.
Not good.
Not leaving without that rock. Another
MJ, you really are an idiot.
The meteorite. Gotta get down there.
Oh no, very bad.
Crap! So I'm literally having to like rapid fire. this whole great.
Looks like the meteorite's connected to the rest of the hive.
Triangle button. Take
Pulsing
meteor.
tendrils suspend the meteorite.
Just a normal rock. That can also end.
Definitely not one that's gonna end the world or anything,
Jagged surface.
right? I
The
mean,
craggy swirl glows orange on its front. She tugs, but tendrils wriggle from the meteorite to slither around her wrists. MJ recoils and fires a sonic shot. The meteorite breaks free, and the towering tree of tendrils shivers above her. MJ scrambles to the jagged meteorite and stuffs it in her backpack. Lip curled in disgust, MJ shakes off a tendril that attempts to cling to her wrist. She puts on her backpack. The slightly too large meteorite peeks out of it.
They're gonna be all over me. Time to go.
Left stick up plus R2 button. Sprint.
okay.
The meteorite. It feels alive. Gotta get out of here.
Oh no. Crap!
I get this rock back. It's game over. Please let this lead somewhere good.
Probably won't. Never does.
The sky. Almost out of this hellhole. Looks like my exit's just past that chopper.
Crap.
That ladder and I'm in the clear.
Triangle button. Climb to exit.
MJ ascends the ladder but looks up when the ground shakes. A symbiote behemoth bursts in, knocking MJ back.
You gotta be kidding me.
Left stick up plus R2 button. Sprint.
Big guy. Should crank up the volume. Hey, I think that hurt it.
Outside, Miles roundhouse kicks a symbiote in the face, then grapples another. MJ rushes out.
Time to go, Miles!
Miles throws the symbiote aside and follows MJ as she sprints up the steps leading up to the bridge. Miles picks off more symbiotes as MJ mounts her bike.
You ready?
MJ grits her teeth and nods. She speeds down the street. Miles swings close behind her. In downtown, Peter
Resume. Vert quit. Skips. Settings. Gameplay set. Ultimate. 5 of set.
soars on his web wings as Venom chases him through the shadowy night.
Pretty sure your +1 isn't invited to our high school reunion, Harry!
Peter looks back.
Harry!
Venom collides with Peter and grapples him. They exchange blows as they tumble through the air. The two crash into a school gym. Table displays surround the center court, and a sign at one end of the room reads, "Work for Oscorp."
This is where we became best friends.
Yeah. It is.
And now it's where we become brothers.
Venom floods the gym with symbiote tendrils. They snake through the floor and break apart
Oh,
the walls,
crap.
lifting the entire gym and the football field outside to suspend them high above the ground. Venom stands ready, tongue lolling out of their jaw.
Please! Remember everything we've been through!
Ow.
Please! Remember everything we've been through!
You owe us. After everything we've done for you. Join us.
Please! Remember everything we've been through!
How is he that fast? Dang. It's Sledgehammer Central, dude.
Did you forget about Flash kicking our asses for 4 years?
Will we then?
But we had each other! What is he doing?
L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
You came over every single day after school! Even slept over after your mom got sick!
We couldn't feel like that.
Oh crap. Hey. Owie! Really? Ah, screw this.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Did you forget about Flash kicking our asses for 4 years? But we had each other! He's infecting everything around.
Oh man.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Did you forget about Flash kicking our asses for 4 years?
We'll eat that.
But we had each other! He's infecting everything around us! Gotta stay off the ground!
Crap!
Move to the platform to avoid area damage.
Ow!
Platform to avoid area damage. Using vertical lift, 1, 9, cross button, select, circle button, close.
Ow! Seriously? Ow! Dang.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Ow!
Zoom isn't vulnerable to webs. Zoom isn't vulnerable to webs.
Not surprised!
Get caught in that stuff again! Single day after school! And slept over after your mom got sick!
We couldn't feel like that.
Move to a new platform to
got
avoid area
sick
damage.
again. You abandoned us while we were fighting for our
L1 button,
lives.
R1 button. Hold, pull.
Trying to save you!
Feel like
L1
that
button,
to us.
R1 button. Hold, pull.
Dang it! Ugh, crap. I might have to lower the difficulty in this crap.
Resume. Restart. Resume.
Yep, lowering the difficulty. At least right now.
Quit settings. Verdict settings. Gameplay spectacular. Amazing. Friendly. 2 of 5. Friendly neighborhood. 1 of setting.
Screw it! I don't have the time to... be messing with this for 20 minutes.
Came over every single day after school! Even slept over after your mom got sick!
We couldn't feel like that.
When you lost her,
Triangle button. Circle
that day
button.
on the
Finisher.
football field, I was there!
Venom stumbles back. Peter leaps out for another attack, but tendrils ensnare his wrists and ankles. As Peter dangles in the air, Venom ascends to him on a column of tendrils.
You want to join us?
Symbiote tendrils crawl over Peter's face.
We know it.
Tendrils occlude his spider suit, constricting him. But Peter thrusts them away with an anti-venom blast. Venom tumbles away as Peter falls free.
Why do you keep fighting us?
You're not giving me a choice! Symbiote's dropping in. Not working!
Defeat
Stay calm.
symbiotes to recharge
Take 'em out
anti-venom
one at a
abilities
time.
and surge. Defeat symbiotes to recharge anti-venom abilities and surge. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
How are these idiots up?
Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher.
Fast!
Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Venom isn't vulnerable to webs.
But he is to
Venom isn't
that.
vulnerable to webs. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher.
Gotta get in close.
L1 button. Hold. Pull.
Gave you everything
L1
you
button.
ever
R1 button.
wanted,
Hold.
and you
Pull.
threw us away.
I should have been better. I'm so sorry.
L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
Poison
Triangle button. Circle button.
against
Finisher.
us even more.
Move to a new platform to avoid
He
area damage.
saved me, just like I'll save you.
Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher.
Uh-oh. Not good.
L1 button.
These
R1
guys?
button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
Crap.
Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher.
Brute force isn't working. Gotta be a better way. To free Harry with more anti-venom.
Triangle button. Use anti-venom abilities or surge to defeat enraged venom. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Use anti-venom abilities or surge to defeat enraged venom. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher.
Now or never.
Let's end this. Preferably now would be good.
Peter lands a heavy kick on Venom's chest.
Ah.
Venom leaps up after Peter and snatches him out of the air. They hold Peter by his neck while ascending on a column of tendrils.
It'll be over soon.
Ah.
Attempts to channel
That sucked.
Venom into their face, but Venom yanks his hand away.
Doesn't matter what you do to me. I'm never gonna heal the world with you. Not like this.
Venom's head snaps to look back towards Central Park.
The meteorite. You took it from us.
Clutching Peter tightly, Venom strains. From their back, a pair of bat-like wings sprouts and unfurls. The blood-red membranes are shot through with black tubules and have spiky bone protrusions on top. Peter goes limp in Venom's grip as they fly away from the school.
Uh-oh.
MJ races and weaves between cars as Symbiote's trailer. Streetlights gleam off her helmet, and the meteorite peeks from her backpack.
I think the goo aliens are mad we took their stuff.
Yeah, well, they started it.
MJ kicks one foot out to stabilize through a sharp turn. She reaches the entrance to EMF and ditches her bike to roll to a stop on the sidewalk.
Let's get this to the accelerator.
With a heavy limp, MJ runs through the lobby. Miles webs up the entrance to barricade the symbiotes out.
MJ, you hearing that?
Venom crashes through the ceiling. Still carrying a listless Peter, they land and reabsorb their wings. Miles stares up at them. Venom hurls Peter through the atrium, and his limp body crashes through a balcony and slams into the accelerator. His limbs flop to the floor.
Pete!
Miles retreats into the atrium and shoots two webs toward an archway adjoining the lobby. He pulls, straining as Venom advances. The archway collapses, burying Venom under rubble. Miles swings toward MJ and Peter.
He's okay, right?
Let's just get him out of here.
Peter doesn't move. MJ scoops him up under his arms while Miles picks up his legs. They carry him away from the accelerator. In the atrium, the rubble shifts.
Go, Miles, I've got him. Go!
MJ drags Peter as Miles leaps into the atrium. Venom hovers with their re-emerged wings.
When the hell did he get wings? You're
Not good.
Rock, man.
Our future doesn't belong to you.
Trust me, don't want your future. I made a promise, Harry, that I'd fight for you.
You don't care about us. You don't know us.
I know you talk to your mom, just like I talked to my dad. Remember? What's she saying right now?
Triangle button,
We
circle
are
button,
so
finisher.
close.
Triangle button, circle button,
The only
finisher.
thing you're close to is getting on my nerves.
Venom
Uh-oh.
recoils. They snatch Miles with coil tendrils, but Miles manages to kick them back. Venom slides through an archway near MJ, where she inserts the meteorite into the particle accelerator.
Miles!
Having pushed himself backward, Miles is trapped under the rubble.
Peter doesn't need you anymore.
Venom charges MJ, grabbing her hands when she aims a sonic shot.
He has us now.
They toss MJ aside, then jam one claw inside the accelerator. Symbiote tendrils worm their way over the meteorite and through the machinery. MJ scoots back to where Peter lies hidden. As tendrils creep along, the floor beneath MJ and Peter gives way. Columns of tendrils burst up through the atrium, forcing Miles to dodge. He swings up to kick Venom clear of the accelerator, and both tumble into the infested atrium.
Time to end this.
You're doing this for yourself.
You're holding too back.
Is that the symbiote or you talking, Osborn?
Come away from us.
Took him away. What the hell are you talking about?
In the forest. We remember what you did.
Harry, man, that's the symbiote talking, not you.
You were jealous. That's why you pushed us
Triangle
apart.
button, circle button,
Maybe I
finisher.
was, but Pete wasn't Pete.
Triangle button,
stuff to
circle
slow him
button,
down.
finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
You think you're better than us, don't you?
This ain't about who's better. I just prefer you without the psycho alien on.
Miles
Oh, boy.
dodges and leaps to punch Venom, but they manage to snatch the much smaller Miles. Venom leaps high to slam Miles into the floor. As Miles writhes on the ground, Venom grabs the meteorite from the accelerator and holds it above Miles' head.
We gave you our chance.
They slam the meteorite down, and Miles barely catches their claws. MJ winds up a throw.
Allie!
Miles catches a sonic burst. He jams it in Venom's maw. The explosion peels back the black symbiote, exposing Harry's face just as Peter wobbles to his feet.
Harry!
Pete? The symbiote regrows over him. Venom picks up the meteorite, then regrows their fleshy wings to launch up through the atrium ceiling.
Not good.
Peter and Miles each shoot a web toward them, dangling behind their flight path like threads in a breeze. Venom shoots a cluster of tendrils at Miles, immobilizing his arms. Miles falls. Peter lunges toward Venom. Peter holds on.
Square button.
Give me back my friend!
We are your friend.
Oh.
Peter presses his hand to Venom's head to channel anti-venom. Venom's wings go still, and they plummet through the air with Peter holding fast.
What's happening? Just hang on, buddy! Please. No. Leave him alone.
With a mighty punch, Venom knocks Peter off, then grabs his ankle. Behind them, a helicopter hovers into view
Ultra
with
Pin!
Miles perched on its tail. Miles webs the meteorite, then pulls until it slips out of Venom's grip. Venom swipes wildly at Miles, freeing Peter.
Go, Miles!
Venom dives and Miles drops the meteorite when they collide. Venom roars in his face. Miles swing kicks their jaw.
Yeah.
Peter and Miles wind up punches. They strike Venom in the face. Miles pushes off to dive toward the ground and catches the meteorite. At EMF, MJ fends off symbiotes in front of the accelerator. Miles dives in and jams the meteorite in it.
You ready to finish this?
Miles leaps atop the accelerator. Electricity arcs over the machinery and through his body, intensifying at his touch. Overhead, Peter yanks on Venom's wings to redirect their flight. Peter
Oh, man.
and Venom trade blows as they tumble through the air.
This is about to hurt.
Smashes Peter
Oh.
through a tanker truck.
Ow.
But Peter manages to gain the upper hand as they crash land on a street. Peter crouches on Venom's chest and channels anti-venom onto their neck.
Fight, Harry! Fight! I can't. I'm done. You have to
Kill us.
Venom leaps toward a cathedral and scales it with their claws. Peter swings after. Venom perches on a cross and unfurls their wings.
Not ironic at all.
Venom dives toward EMF, but Peter grabs and holds them with white anti-venom tendrils.
Harry! Please!
Hold L2 button plus R2 button. Hold L2 button plus R2 button.
Venom yanks apart the building Peter was anchored to and continues their flight. They crash onto the domed ceiling of EMF. Peter's
Ow.
suit mask recedes as he crouches on Venom's chest. He grips Venom's face, forcing the symbiote to recede slightly.
I'm done. Either way, Pete. We still have time? No, we don't. It'll kill them. And then it'll kill you.
In the atrium below, MJ continues shooting symbiotes as Miles powers up. Peter glances at them, then meets Harry's gaze.
Let's heal the world, Pete. Together.
The symbiote reclaims Harry, and Venom pulls apart the atrium dome beneath them. Venom and Peter fall. They both crash to the ground and debris buries
Oh.
Peter. Venom extends tendrils to snatch the meteorite, but Miles grabs and pulls at it with his webs. MJ turns to see Miles straining to maintain his grip. Venom reels in the meteorite. Just before it reaches their claws, MJ aims a charged sonic shot. Venom tumbles back. Symbiotes begin to overwhelm MJ as Peter struggles to lift the rubble off himself. Miles stuffs the meteorite into the accelerator and webs it in place.
We're in business!
A residual symbiote tendril on the meteorite surges out, pinning Miles to a wall. Harry manages to rip part of the symbiote away from his chest.
Now, Pete!
MJ shoots oncoming symbiotes, and tendrils swallow Miles' face. Peter kneels with a grimace.
Now!
Peter looks away as Harry writhes in agony.
MJ!
MJ hits a button, and the accelerator spools up. Peter keeps his hand pressed into Harry's chest, channeling anti-venom. Tendrils slither up Peter's arms as he grits his teeth.
L1 button, square button.
Peter squeezes his eyes shut, his face clenched in anguish. Shoulders heaving, Peter looks down. Harry lies freed from the symbiote, his eyes barely open. MJ catches sight of him. Harry manages to glance in her direction to meet her sorrowful eyes, but is unable to lift his head. Harry looks up at Peter and attempts a smile. With mournful eyes, Peter nods at his best friend.
I love you.
Harry presses his lips together to speak. His eyes drift closed. The particle accelerator explodes. A shockwave pulses out from the EMF building. It ripples through downtown, destroying the hive tendrils enveloping the densely packed buildings and streets. Swarms of symbiotes chase after civilians. As the shockwave washes over them, the symbiotes rupture, freeing dazed civilians who stumble to their feet.
That happened.
In the wreckage of EMF, sparks and flames spew from the particle accelerator. Debris lies scattered around the remains of the atrium, and small fires lick along its borders. Knocked on his back, Peter hurries to get on his feet. He surveys the room and sees Miles wincing as he pushes debris off of himself.
We did it!
Nearby, MJ pushes herself upright.
Yeah.
MJ gives a wan smile, but it dies when she sees the sadness in Peter's eyes. Peter rushes to where Harry lies motionless. He kneels, gently shaking Harry's chest. MJ dashes over to join him.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Miles stands but keeps his distance. MJ gently cradles Harry's head while Peter frantically rocks back and forth. MJ rubs Peter's back as they both look down at Harry's face. Their eyes are clenched with grief. Along Miles's hand, bioelectricity begins to spark.
Give me some room.
Peter and MJ look up as Miles approaches. Confused, they both scoot back.
I don't know if it's gonna work, but I gotta try.
Miles lowers his hand toward Harry's chest.
L1 button, square button.
Harry's body jolts. MJ and Peter shift uneasily.
Come on, Harry.
Miles flexes his hands as he takes several breaths, then reaches toward Harry again.
L1 button.
Miles zaps Harry's chest. Harry's eyes dart around before rolling back as he falls unconscious. Peter looks up at Miles.
Thank you. Gotta get to the hospital.
With a gentle swiftness, Peter gathers Harry in his arms and carries him away. Outside of the EMF building, an Oscorp helicopter arrives. Norman gazes anxiously out his open side as an ambulance
They done
pulls up.
ticked off Norman!
With his mask on, Peter walks toward the ambulance with Harry in his arms. Peter slows, then falters. He drops to one knee as Miles arrives to help. EMTs rush out of the ambulance, deploying a gurney. Together, Miles and Peter lift Harry onto it. The helicopter touches down beside them, and they all shield their faces from the wind. Norman rushes out and jogs to where Harry lies on the gurney.
Harry.
Pulse is weak. We gotta move.
Norman's face clenches with rage as he looks at Peter.
What have you done? What have you done to him?
I'm sorry.
I'm coming with you, wait.
Norman clambers into the back of the ambulance where Harry lies with his hands on his chest. Two EMTs close the doors. Peter's gaze is fixed on the ambulance. Miles stands with him and places a hand on his shoulder. MJ appears at his other side and takes his hand. Later, a doctor stands at Harry's bedside.
There are traces of brain activity, but his chances of coming back are very slim.
Norman touches Harry's pallid face with the back of his hand, then straightens.
Just keep him alive.
In Harry's lavish bedroom, Norman knits his brow as he looks down at his son. MJ and Peter sit on nearby couches, both wearing street clothes. They fidget with their hands in their laps. Harry's cane leans against the end of the hospital bed. As the doctor leaves the bedroom, Norman picks it up and turns it over in his hands. He walks to a nearby window with a view of the city. He swings the cane at the glass. Peter and MJ bolt to their feet and shuffle toward the door. Norman's lips curl in a snarl as he smashes the cane against a desk. Peter glances back as he leaves the room. Norman tips his head back toward the ceiling, then he drops the cane. He looks at Harry with a deep
Okay, guys, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I will have another one up probably tomorrow. Alright, laters.